Before Run-DMC ruled MTV and Eric B and Rakim brought technical lyrical mastery to the masses, the 1980s New York City underground was packed with underground classics that never got proper shine but moved the culture forward in profound ways. These tracks bumped in park jams, housing project parties, and late-night radio shows, building the blueprint that every hit record followed but history somehow forgot. Let's bring back 25 of these essential records, starting with number 25. Number 25, Critical Beatdown by Ultramagnetic MCs from 1988. This album didn't just push boundaries, it shattered them completely. Kool Keith's abstract, non-linear rhyme schemes paired with Said G's futuristic production created something the mainstream wasn't ready to accept. Tracks like Ease Back and Traveling at the Speed of Thought featured drum patterns that sounded alien, with samples chopped and rearranged in ways that confused radio programmers, but inspired producers like Q-Tip and the Bomb Squad. Number 24, The Bridge by MC Shan. Produced by Marley Marl in 1986. Yeah, this sparked the legendary Bridge Wars with Boogie Down Productions, but beyond the beef, this record represented a sonic breakthrough. Marley Marl's accidental discovery of sampling drum sounds from other records revolutionized hip-hop production. That crisp snare hit from Impeach the President became the foundation sound, and suddenly every producer in the city was searching for breakbeats differently. The track reportedly moved approximately 20,000 copies initially, mostly through independent distribution. Number 23, Top Billin'
Up for the suckers that's down with me. The one
by Audio 2 from 1987. Milk D and Gizmo took hip-hop minimalism to its extreme with this record. Just that iconic uh-oh sample from Honey Dripper's Impeach the President, and the rawest braggadocio rhymes you ever heard. No complicated arrangements, no unnecessary elements, just pure unfiltered hip-hop energy. The track became an underground anthem that still gets crowds hyped today, proving that sometimes less really is more when you got the right attitude and the perfect break. Number 22, Eric B is President.
off my coat, clearing my throat. The rhyme will be kicking in till I hit my last note.
By Eric B and Rakim, 1986. When this record dropped on the independent Zakia label, it changed what people expected from hip-hop production and lyricism simultaneously. Rakim's smooth but complex delivery over Eric B's James Brown funky president loop created a new template. The scratching alone, that I know you got soul refrain cut up precisely, became a masterclass that DJs studied religiously. According to sources, this 12-inch sold approximately 35,000 copies before the major label deal even happened. Number 21, Paper Thin
To me, it's just paper thin.
by MC Lyte from 1988. Lana Moorer, known professionally as MC Lyte, delivered one of hip-hop's most brutally honest relationship breakup tracks with this record. Over Audio 2's stark production, she dissected a failed relationship with surgical precision, calling out lies and fake promises with quotable lines that women across the city repeated daily. This wasn't some soft radio-friendly content. This was raw emotional truth delivered with technical skill that matched any male MC in the game, period. Number 20, The Symphony
Who last? But I know that y'all just better rock this at the drop of a dime, baby.
by Marley Marl's Juice Crew from 1988. This posse cut redefined what multiple MCs could do on one track. Masta Ace, Craig G, Kool G Rap, and Big Daddy Kane each delivered 16 bars of absolute lyrical mastery over Marley Marl's production. The competitive energy was palpable, each MC trying to outshine the others, pushing technical boundaries with internal rhyme schemes and complex wordplay. This wasn't just a song, it was a statement. The Juice Crew was the most skilled collective in hip-hop, and they had the verses to prove it. Number 19, Rebel Without a Pause by Public Enemy, 1987. The Bomb Squad constructed a wall of noise that radio stations didn't know how to handle. That piercing horn sample from the Grunt stabbed through speakers, while Chuck D delivered revolutionary rhetoric and Flavor Flav provided the chaotic energy. This production approach, layering dozens of samples into organized chaos, influenced everyone from the Beastie Boys to Kanye West decades later. The track reportedly moved approximately 50,000 copies on 12-inch before the album even dropped, proving the underground appetite for radical sounds. Number 18, La Dee Da Dee by Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, 1985. No samples, no instruments, just Dougie Fresh's human beatbox and Slick Rick's narrative storytelling. This record proved hip-hop didn't need expensive studio production to create timeless music. Rick's laid-back delivery and vivid storytelling about getting ready for a party became one of the most sampled and referenced records in hip-hop history. Snoop Dogg, Notorious B.I.G., and countless others would borrow flows and concepts from this underground classic that initially moved approximately 40,000 units independently. Number 17, The Message
I say nothing that you ain't the top 50. Don't mention my name, I had to open before crack.
by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, 1982. Mel's socially conscious lyrics over this haunting track changed what hip-hop could address. Before this, most rap focused on party rocking, but Mel painted vivid pictures of inner-city struggle, broken glass everywhere, rats in the front room, roaches in the back. Sugar Hill Records reportedly moved approximately 300,000 copies in the first month, but the cultural impact exceeded any sales figure. This record opened doors for KRS-One, Public Enemy, and every conscious rapper that followed. Number 16, It's Yours by T.Lay Rock and Jazzy J, 1984. Rick Rubin's second ever production credit, and you can hear him developing the stripped-down aesthetic that would define Def Jam Records. The bongo drum break from Bongo Rock provides this hypnotic foundation, while T.Lay Rock delivers smooth but commanding vocals. This record moved approximately 15,000 copies initially through independent channels, but its influence on producers like DJ Premier and Pete Rock was immeasurable. That drum sound became a template that the underground studied religiously. 15, South Bronx by Boogie Down Productions, 1986. KRS-One's response to MC Shan didn't just win the Bridge Wars. It established Boogie Down Productions as the voice of the South Bronx and redefined what battle rap could accomplish. The production, handled by KRS and D-Nice, was raw and minimal, letting the lyrics cut through clearly. When KRS declared "So you think that hip-hop had its start out in Queensbridge," he wasn't just defending his borough, he was teaching hip-hop history aggressively. This record reportedly moved approximately 25,000 copies through independent distribution before the album deal. Number 14, I Need a Beat by LL Cool J, 1984. Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons launched Def Jam Records from a New York University dorm room with this record as their first official release. LL was 16 years old, delivering cocky rhymes over Rubin's drum machine and sample combination that sounded completely fresh. The track moved approximately 10,000 copies initially, all through independent distribution and word of mouth. That success convinced Columbia Records to partner with Def Jam for distribution, changing the entire industry landscape. Without this underground hit, there might not be a Def Jam Records empire. Before we continue with number 13, if you're feeling this deep dive into 1980s underground hip-hop classics, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're bringing back the forgotten history of hip-hop every week, and your support keeps these stories alive. Drop a comment telling us which underground classic hit you the hardest. Now let's keep going. Number 13, The P is Free
C is free, cause the crack costs money.
by Boogie Down Productions, 1987. Recorded after Scott LaRock's murder, this track found KRS-One processing grief through social commentary about respect for women. The production was somber, reflective, and the lyrics showed maturity beyond KRS's years. He addressed misogyny and hip-hop culture directly, years before it became fashionable to do so. The underground embraced this record even though radio wouldn't touch it, proving that conscious content could resonate when delivered with authenticity and skill. Number 12, Ain't No Half-Steppin' by Big Daddy Kane from 1988. When people debate the greatest pure MCs in hip-hop history, this track is Exhibit A for Kane's case. The internal rhyme schemes, the breath control, the way he rode Marley Marl's production with seemingly effortless precision, this was technical mastery on full display. Kane's flow influenced everyone from Jay-Z to Eminem, and this record specifically became required study for any MC trying to elevate their craft. The track peaked around number 15 on the R&B charts, but its real chart position was number 1 in ciphers across every borough. Number 11, Follow the Leader
To our solo, get in the flow, and you can picture like a photo. Music makes mellow, maintains
by Eric B and Rakim, 1988. The title track from their second album represented peak Rakim, complex internal rhymes delivered with that smooth but commanding voice, riding Eric B's production that sampled everything from jazz to funk to James Brown. The lyrics demonstrated wisdom beyond Rakim's years, dropping knowledge while maintaining street credibility. This wasn't just technical skill, it was artistic vision executed perfectly. The album reportedly sold approximately 500,000 copies, but this specific track became the underground anthem that DJs played until the grooves wore out. Number 10, Paid in Full by Eric B and Rakim, 1987. Before the famous remix with Rakim's faster delivery, the original version moved the underground with its laid-back groove and Rakim's almost conversational flow discussing success and financial independence. Eric B's production, built around Fonda Ray's Over Like a Fat Rat and Dennis Edwards' Don't Look Any Further, created this hypnotic foundation. The stripped-down aesthetic, just drums, bass, and Rakim's voice, influenced minimalist hip-hop production for decades. According to sources, the original 12-inch moved approximately 40,000 copies before the remix even existed. Number 9, Peter Piper by Run-DMC, 1986. Jam Master Jay took Bob James' Take Me to the Mardi Gras and created one of the most recognizable beats in hip-hop history. Run and DMC traded verses about nursery rhymes with their signature aggressive delivery, proving that playful content could still sound hard. The scratching breakdown remains one of the most technically impressive DJ showcases on any commercial hip-hop record. The track helped push Raising Hell to multi-platinum status, but the underground loved it because it never compromised authenticity for commercial appeal. Number 8, I'm the Magnificent.
I'm the Magnificent. I'm the Magnificent with the sensation.
By Magnificent JJ Fad from 1984. Before JJ Fad scored a hit with Supersonic, they were releasing independent 12 inches like this one that showcased their rapid-fire delivery and group chemistry. 3 female MCs trading verses at breakneck speed over raw drum machine production. This was West Coast hip-hop before gangsta rap dominated. The track reportedly moved approximately 8,000 copies through Los Angeles independent shops, but its influence on female rap groups and up-tempo hip-hop was significant even if mainstream success came later. Number 7, The Adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel.
Cut faster! Grandmaster! Cut faster! Grandmaster!
From 1981. Astonished, this wasn't a traditional song, it was Flash demonstrating turntable mastery, mixing Cheek, Blondie, Queen, and Sugar Hill Gang records live, creating something entirely new. 7 minutes of pure DJ skill captured on wax, showing that turntables were instruments capable of creating original art. The technical difficulty of what Flash accomplished here influenced every DJ that followed. According to sources, this 12-inch moved approximately 60,000 copies, introducing mainstream audiences to the concept of the DJ as artist, not just background music provider. Number 6, Lyrics of Fury
So come on, step to this hysterical I did for a lyrical perfectionist.
by Eric B and Rakim, 1988. Rakim's most technically complex performance, writing multiple tempos over Eric B's production that shifts and changes throughout. The density of internal rhymes, the breath control required to deliver these verses, the conceptual depth. This was a graduate-level course in MC technique, delivered as a 4-minute track. Rakim wasn't just rhyming words, he was constructing intricate patterns that rewarded repeated listening. This track didn't get significant radio play, but every serious MC studied it obsessively, trying to decode how Rakim made the impossible sound effortless. Number 5, The Bridge Is Over by
BDP, if you want to join a crew or you
by Boogie Down Productions, 1987. KRS-One didn't just end the bridge wars with this track, he established himself as the most aggressive battle rapper in hip-hop, while simultaneously teaching history. The production was minimal, letting KRS's voice and message dominate completely. Lines like "I finally figured it out, magic is tragic" became legendary, and the track's influence on battle rap culture was immeasurable. This record reportedly moved approximately 30,000 copies on B-Boy Records before the major label deal, proving that confrontational hip-hop could find a significant underground audience hungry for authentic competition. Number 4, My Philosophy
very deep. Let us begin. What, where, why, or when?
by Boogie Down Productions, 1988. After Scott LaRock's death, KRS-One returned with this track that was part autobiography, part manifesto, and completely brilliant. The production sampled average white band's Schoolboy Crush perfectly, creating this haunting backdrop for KRS to discuss his transformation from homeless youth to conscious rapper. The lyrics addressed beef, violence, authenticity, and hip-hop's purpose with wisdom that seemed impossible from someone barely in their 20s. This track proved that commercially successful hip-hop could maintain intellectual depth and street credibility simultaneously. Number 3, The Show / La Dee Da Dee.
Have you ever
By Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh Crew, featuring Slick Rick, 1985, the double A-side single that proved hip-hop could be innovative without expensive production. Dougie Fresh's human beatbox combined with Slick Rick's narrative genius created two of the most influential records in hip-hop history on one 12-inch. The show demonstrated party-rocking energy, while La Di Da Di showed storytelling skill. Together, they reportedly moved approximately 100,000 copies independently, and the influence continues. Both tracks remain among the most sampled and referenced in hip-hop history, inspiring artists across generations. Number 2, I Know You Got Soul
Without a strong rhyme to step to, think of how many.
by Eric B Rakim, 1987. Bobby Bird's I Know You Got Soul provided the sample foundation, but Eric B transformed it into something completely new, with those saxophone stabs and Rakim's commanding presence creating an irresistible combination. The track's structure was unconventional. Rakim's verses were relatively short, letting the production breathe and showcase Eric B's skills. This became the blueprint for producer-MC collaborations, where both elements received equal respect. According to sources, this 12-inch moved approximately 75,000 copies, and the influence on hip-hop production was immediate and lasting. Number 1, Sucker MCs by Run-DMC, 1983. This record changed everything. No disco samples, no live band, just a drum machine, Run-DMC trading aggressive verses, and a raw energy that radio had never encountered. Larry Smith's production was minimal and hard, creating space for Run-DMC's aggressive back-and-forth delivery to dominate. This was the record that killed the disco rap era and established the template for hardcore hip-hop. The track reportedly moved approximately 300,000 copies on Profile Records, launching Run-DMC to stardom and proving that stripped-down aggressive hip-hop could find mainstream success without compromising authenticity. These 25 underground classics from the 1980s built the foundation that every hip-hop record since stands on. From the technical innovation of Eric B and Rakim to the raw battle energy of KRS-One, from Big Daddy Kane's lyrical mastery to Run-DMC's stripped-down aggression, these records prove that authentic hip-hop could thrive outside mainstream acceptance while still influencing the culture profoundly. If this deep dive into forgotten history resonated with you, smash that like button and subscribe to Hip Hop Legends Archives. Drop a comment telling us which underground classic you think deserves more recognition and what era or topic you want us to cover next. We're bringing back the real history of hip-hop, one video at a time.